Success is often the goal that drives people. We work hard, chase achievements, and measure progress by what we accumulate. But success alone is never enough. Have you ever met someone who seemed to have it all: wealth, recognition, accomplishments, yet still felt unfulfilled? That's because success without purpose feels empty. It may bring temporary happiness, but it doesn't create lasting significance. Purpose is what makes success meaningful. It shifts the focus from what we achieve to why we achieve it. When we live with purpose, our success is not just about personal gain, it's about making a difference. True fulfillment comes not from reaching the top, but from knowing that our journey mattered, that what we did had a positive impact on others. Think about the people who have left the greatest impact on history. The ones we remember are not just those who succeeded, but those who used their success for something bigger than themselves. They didn't just build careers, they built legacies. They didn't just accumulate wealth, they added value to people. That's the power of purpose. It turns our achievements into something greater than ourselves. The mistake many people make is believing that purpose is something they will find after they become successful. They think, once I reach this position, once I make this amount of money, once I achieve this goal, then I'll figure out my purpose. But it doesn't work that way. Purpose isn't something you add to your life later. It's something you build into everything you do now. If success is your only focus, you will always be chasing more money, more recognition, more accomplishments, yet never feel satisfied. But when purpose is your foundation, success takes on a new meaning. It's no longer just about what you gain, it's about who you impact. And the best part, when you live with purpose, success naturally follows, not just in what you achieve, but in the fulfillment you experience. So I challenge you today, don't just chase success, chase purpose. Let it be the reason you wake up in the morning, the motivation behind your work, and the measure of a life well lived. Because in the end, it won't be about how high you climb, but about how many lives you touched along the way. Passion is a powerful force. It's that fire inside you, the thing that excites you, energizes you, and makes you come alive. And it's no accident, it's a clue to your purpose. Too many people spend their lives doing what they have to do instead of what they were made to do. They settle for a career instead of a calling, for survival instead of significance. But purpose is not something you randomly stumble upon. It's something you uncover by paying attention to what moves you. Think about it: when you talk about something you're passionate about, your energy changes. Your voice gets stronger, your eyes light up, and you lose track of time. That's not just excitement, that's alignment. It's your inner self telling you this is what you were meant for. Passion is like a compass that points you in the direction of your purpose. The problem is that many people ignore it. They let fear, doubt, or the expectations of others dictate their path. They convince themselves that passion is a luxury instead of a necessity. But here's the truth: passion is not just for a lucky few. It's for anyone willing to listen to what their heart is telling them. You don't have to search for purpose in some far-off place. It's already inside you. The things you love, the causes that stir your soul, the work that doesn't feel like work, these are not coincidences. They are signposts pointing you toward what you were created to do. And when you align your passion with your work, something incredible happens. Your effort no longer feels like obligation. Your success is no longer just about personal gain. You wake up every morning with a sense of excitement, knowing that what you do matters. But passion alone is not enough. It must be combined with action. It's not just about what excites you, it's about what you do with it. Passion without action is just a dream. But passion with action, that's purpose in motion. So don't ignore what stirs your heart. Lean into it. Pay attention to what excites you, because passion is not just a feeling, it's a calling. And when you follow it, you don't just find success, you find significance. Each of us has been given unique strengths, natural abilities, talents, and skills that set us apart. These are not accidents. They were intentionally placed inside us, not just for our own benefit, but to serve a greater purpose. The challenge is that too many people overlook their strengths. They spend their time wishing they had someone else's talents instead of developing their own. But purpose is never found in comparison. It's found in recognizing and using what you've been given. Have you ever noticed how effortless some things feel for you? Maybe you're great at connecting with people, solving problems, or thinking creatively. What comes naturally to you is often a clue to what you were designed to do. Your strengths are like tools. When you use them correctly, they build something meaningful. But when you ignore them, you miss out on the impact you were meant to make. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that strengths should only be used for personal success. They think, if I have a talent, I should use it to get ahead. But true fulfillment comes when you shift from using your strengths for yourself to sharing your strengths with others. When you do that, your skills become more than just abilities, they become a platform for impact. Think about it, every person who has changed the world did so by using their unique strengths to serve others. Great leaders lead because they have the ability to inspire. Great teachers teach because they have the ability to communicate ideas clearly. Great innovators create because they see solutions others miss. They didn't wish for someone else's strengths, they maximize their own. Your purpose is tied to your strengths, but it's up to you to develop them. A gift that goes unused is wasted potential. That means growth isn't optional, it's essential. The more you invest in your strengths, the more value you can add to the world. So I challenge you today, stop wishing you had someone else's abilities and start recognizing the power of your own. Your strengths were intentionally given to you for a reason. Develop them, use them, and share them. Because when you do, you won't just be successful, you'll be significant. Significance is never about what you get, it's about what you give. Success may bring you personal achievement, but true fulfillment comes when your life makes a difference in the lives of others. The greatest impact we can have is not in what we accomplish for ourselves, but in how we use what we have to serve the people around us. Too many people chase success thinking it will satisfy them. They accumulate wealth, recognition, and status only to realize that something is still missing. That's because success alone is self-focused, but significance is others-focused. It's when we shift from how can I win to how can I help that our lives take on real meaning. Service is the foundation of purpose. Every great leader, every person who has left a lasting legacy, understood this truth. They didn't just use their skills to elevate themselves, they used them to lift others. They knew that the true measure of a life well lived isn't in personal achievements, but in the people they impacted along the way. The good news is you don't need a title, position, or special resources to serve others. You already have something to give. Your time, your encouragement, your expertise, your kindness, these are all tools for significance. Sometimes the smallest act of service can make the biggest difference. A word of encouragement at the right time, a helping hand when someone is struggling, a decision to use your influence to open doors for others, these moments define a meaningful life. It's easy to think that significance is for those who have already made it, but the truth is you don't have to wait to make a difference. You can start today right where you are. Whatever work you do, whatever role you hold, ask yourself, how can I use this to serve others? Because when you serve, you don't just change someone else's life, you change your own. So I challenge you, don't just focus on what you can achieve, focus on what you can give. Live a life of significance, not by chasing success, but by using success to help others. Because in the end, the impact you make will always matter more than the accomplishments you collect. Purpose is not a destination you arrive at one day, it's a journey you walk every day. Too many people believe that discovering their purpose is like finding a hidden treasure, something that will suddenly appear if they look hard enough. But purpose doesn't work that way. It's not a single moment of clarity. It's a lifelong process of growth, learning, and impact. We often ask, what is my purpose? As if it's one final answer we need to uncover before we can start living meaningfully. But the truth is, purpose is revealed over time. You don't need to have it all figured out before you take action. In fact, the only way to truly understand your purpose is to start walking in it. Every step you take, every lesson you learn, every person you serve, it all shapes and refines the direction of your life. Too many people wait. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect plan. They tell themselves, one day I'll step into my purpose. But purpose is not found in waiting, it's found in doing. It's found in showing up every day, doing what you can with what you have, and trusting that as you move forward, clarity will come. Think about it, no great leader, innovator, or change maker started with a fully formed plan. They simply took a step. They followed what they were passionate about, used their strengths to serve others, and along the way, their purpose became clearer. Purpose is not a single destination you reach, it's the path you choose to walk. And here's the most important part. Purpose grows as you grow. Who you are today is not who you will be 5 years from now. Your experiences, your challenges, your victories, they will all shape and refine the way you live out your purpose. That's why personal growth is essential. The more you grow, the more you have to give. The more you invest in yourself, the more you can invest in others. So don't wait until everything is perfect. Don't wait until you have all the answers. Start where you are, use what you have, and take the next step. Because purpose is not something you find someday, it's something you live every day. At the end of your life, no one will measure your success by how much money you made, how many awards you won, or how many followers you had. The true measure of a life well lived is the impact you made on others. It's not about how high you climbed, it's about how many lives you lifted along the way. Too often we get caught up in achievements thinking that success alone will bring fulfillment. But accomplishments fade, titles change, wealth can disappear. What remains is the legacy you leave behind, the people you helped, the lives you touched, and the difference you made. That is what truly matters. If you think about the people who have influenced you, the most chances are it wasn't because of their success, it was because of their impact. Maybe it was a teacher who saw potential in you when no one else did. Maybe it was a mentor who invested in you even when they didn't have to. Maybe it was a friend who encouraged you during a difficult time. Their influence wasn't measured by their achievements, but by how they made you feel and how they shaped your life. That same opportunity is in front of you. Every day you have the chance to make a difference. It doesn't require wealth, fame, or a special position. It only requires a decision to be intentional, a decision to use your strengths, passions, and experiences to add value to others. The mistake many people make is waiting for a big moment to create impact. But impact isn't always about grand gestures, it's about daily choices. A kind word, a helping hand, a lesson shared, a door open for someone else. Small acts done consistently create a ripple effect far greater than you can imagine. The truth is, success fades, but significance lasts. If you want to live a life that truly matters, don't just count your achievements, count the people you've helped along the way. Don't just build a career, build a legacy, because in the end, the greatest question won't be what did I accomplish, but who did I impact? Your life was never meant to be ordinary. You were created with purpose, gifted with unique strengths, and placed in this world to make a difference. Success may bring temporary satisfaction, but true fulfillment comes from living with passion, using your strengths, serving others, and walking in purpose every single day. The journey won't always be easy. There will be obstacles, moments of doubt, and times when the path isn't clear. But remember, this purpose is not a destination, it's a daily commitment. Every step you take, every life you touch, and every effort you make to add value to others moves you closer to a life of true significance. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel fully ready. Start now. Live with intention. Lead with purpose. Serve with heart. And at the end of your journey, may you look back not just at what you achieved, but at the lives you've impacted, knowing you truly lived a life that mattered. Good luck on your journey, and thank you